talked about on the rumors out there that, you know, Boots is not going to fight Vergil Ortiz because it's too quick of a turnaround from when he fought. I think he fought Karen Jerkachan a couple weeks ago, beginning of November, and he had to come back in the middle of February, less than 90 days. I think around 90 days or something like that. And Ortiz been off since August when he had a tough fight versus Sergey Bokachuk. You know, and a lot of people, you know, saying who Boots gonna fight next. You know, should Boots fight 3 times in 7 months? Because he fight Ortiz in February, and Ortiz got a concrete date. He ain't moving off that date. He fighting regardless. So, you know, my thing is, should he just go ahead and fight Vergil Ortiz 3 times in 7 months? And somebody in the comment section say, if Boots a true gym rat like they say he is, he should fight Vergil Ortiz 3 times in 7 months, right? And, you know, we used to know fighters back in the day used to do that all the time. You know, and I know it's different, you know, it's a lot different. Your body got to get used to it, but I think the activity may make him sharp. I don't think he took a whole bunch of damage versus Jerkachan. And this may be his last opportunity to get a Vergil Ortiz, you know, in the ring. You know? So, yeah, it may be the last opportunity to get a Vergil Ortiz in the ring. So, you know, if that's the case, you know, in my opinion, if that's the case, you know, and it depends who the alternative is. You know, after what we saw with Barrios and Ramos, they may rematch, and I don't think Barrios even thinking about Boots. Ennis is fighting his mandatory, probably for peanuts on the dollar compared to what Boots. Norman's still going to fight that same guy he was supposed to fight in the Keyshawn undercard before he got injured. He said his hand is 100% healed now. So, what's the alternative? You know, you got to ask yourself, what's the next best opponent for Jaron Boots Ennis? If you go back in there with an opponent like a Jerkachan or somebody of that caliber, it's like, you know, now people gonna start saying you ducky. Now maybe you move up to 54 and have a tune-up. I think people would, you know, be like, that'd be cool with that. But, you know, at 47, I just don't see what people fight once a year. I don't see him getting the proper guys in the ring. I don't see him getting, you know, Barrios in the ring, Ennis in the ring, Norman in the ring. Even though these ain't high-level names, it's just the sway of the sport. The competition is weak. Everybody want to get overpaid. Way overpaid. Everybody want to get way overpaid. So Eddie Hearn be talking about he's sending monster offers out and shit like that. And the offers don't be as monstrous as the fighters be wanting. They be wanting, he say 1.5, they be wanting $3 million. So if you got a willing dance partner that's willing to fight in February, the quick turnaround, you know, it may be some good, but then again, you start looking at it, where's the rest period for him? Let's say he rests, you know, until December, I don't know when he fought, December 5th. He rests for a month, get back in the gym, you know, December. So he got about 2.5, you know, he got about a good 8 to 10 week camp. If that's just if he healed and if he rested. Because he go in there and lose and say, well, I got tired and I didn't have enough time between fights. I ain't really trying to hear that. You know, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Honestly. I ain't trying to hear that. But I understand. I definitely understand. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when you get opportunities like this, sometimes if you don't capitalize on them, it's a wrap. Sometimes these may be once in a lifetime opportunities, you know, but then again, what's the real incentive? It ain't like it's for undisputed, it ain't like it's for a belt, because they'd be fighting at 154, so really it ain't no incentive for him to go do a quick turnaround. So if he don't fight one of those, if he don't fight Vergil Ortiz, really you looking at another opponent like Karen Jerkachan. And then the narrative is going to be in his defense, well, these other guys don't want to fight him. These other guys don't want to fight him. That's going to be his defense. That's what they gonna say. Nobody wanted to get in the ring. But when we was saying that about Terrence Bud Crawford, oh, he want too much money, or he, you know, he really don't want to fight nobody. Now that people saying that about Boots, now they starting to, some Boots fans, you know, or supporters, starting to sound like who? They starting to sound like what Crawford fans were saying. But on a way, way more minor scale, because the Ennis and those guys, they ain't on the level of Errol Spence and Keith Thurman and Sean Porter and those nature. So once you look at it, I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, especially being a black man, sometimes you got to take a situation that, you know, every day the odds are stacked against you when you go into the workplace. We got to be 10 times greater to get the average credit. When the subs say last hired, first fired. No matter how exceptional you are at your craft. Can't miss a day. I remember I worked at Amazon some years ago, and man, I don't know if that's the wind. Man, blowing this way. But this white boy got mad and went off on the supervisor and walked off the job. They called him to come back. Real talk. They called him to come back. Yep, gave him his job back. Seen him for my own 2 hours. I'm telling you, man. I really don't think people really understand. I don't even think most black men understand how hard they got it. So sometimes we gotta take opportunities and jobs where the odds stacked against us. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. You know? That's just what it is. So, you know, like I said before, no Vergil Ortiz, then you start saying who he gonna fight, man. He's probably just gonna fight another Stay Busy fight. They probably gonna continue to fight in Philadelphia. I mean, obviously, if he don't fight Vergil, I mean, why not fight Blair Cobb? I don't get that. Why not fight Blair Cobb? Who else? I mean, it's really nobody else at the welterweight division if you don't get another champion. That's my thing. Why not fight Blair? Why not fight Blair? So, when they don't fight Blair, then it's like the IBF ranking is probably full of foo-foo. So, to me, it probably make a ton of sense to probably prepare to fight Blair Cobb, or prepare to take on Vergil and then Ortiz also, that's going to be in Riyadh. So, yeah, the travel probably going to be taxing on Vergil, on Boots' body too. You know? So, you know, can you get some training expenses and just, you know, after the holidays, go over to Dubai and get there about 6 weeks early? Or get over to Riyadh and get there about 6 weeks early. So, really, it's really stacked against them. You know, the quick turnaround, then you got to go halfway around the world, you know, to get the fight. You know, that's the wild thing about it. It's a real wild shit about it. So, yeah, I feel them. You know, the money got to be super right, all that. Why risk it? You lose, and then people say your career over with, you never be shit. So everybody still, you know, can't take a loss because of social media and everything is an excuse and all that type of shit. You know. So yeah, you really don't want to, you really don't want to take an unnecessary risk. Then you see, Eddie, fighters with Eddie lose, and he released them and cut them. Get rid of them. I mean, with no probably financial consequences or major financial consequences. You know, people got families to feed. So, for real. So, you know, if you take that opportunity and there ain't no bill on the line, like, the money gotta be super straight. And it's like if you go in there and you beat his ass, oh, you know, Vergil really got beat his last fight. He was overrated. And, you know, still, you know, it don't matter. You know, like they say, it's no satisfying the fan. So I think they should do what's smart for Boots. But in reality, he ain't gonna get, you know, he ain't gonna get them guys in the ring that he's looking for. Them guys ain't got to get in the ring, and they should. You know what I'm saying? Like Barrios, come on, you almost lost to Jesus Ramos, but he got a hell of a fight payday. What I heard. So, you know, it is what it is, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, push your chance, get notifications. You know, live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Check out the Patreon. I appreciate y'all for supporting the Patreon. Won't be disappointed if we ain't really not going crazy. DM me, fastest way, probably Instagram, you know, find me on Facebook, X, you know, Amazon Music, Kick, Twitch, updated the podcast as well. So check out Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Spotify, all that's inside the link